Hello, One Talk. Welcome to the Unicorn Emprise Podcast, the podcast for PNG entrepreneurs earning revenue between 0 to 1 million plus kina in formal business here in Papua New Guinea who want to gain financial clarity, build business structure, and become tax confident. I'm your host, Vanessa Gaeta, a registered public accountant, CPA, and content creator here in PNG. I run my own accounting business called hellotaxman, 100% online from my home with my family and 2 young kids. In this episode, we are diving into the 3 tax-reducing systems that every single formal business needs, but most of you earning 0 to 1 million plus kina, you struggle to implement them. So if you have been running your business without proper financial management systems that also reduce taxes legally, this episode is specifically for you. I'm sharing the 3 core systems that form the foundation of the hellotaxman methodology, and these are systems that I myself use as a tax professional of 15 plus years and that I also teach my clients in my business, hellotaxman. So they are super duper practical, not just theory. As James Clear has said, the author of Atomic Habits, he said, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And this could not be more true when it comes to managing your business finances and taxes. Most smart, highly educated business owners that I meet genuinely want to do the right thing with their taxes while also minimizing how much they pay to the government. And the problem isn't the willingness, it's knowing where to begin. And that's exactly what we will be solving today. So let's get right into those 3 tax-reducing systems. System number 1 is a physical finance management system. And it might sound really basic, but harim, this is where 99% of you fail. Okay, I've met them over the years in my accounting business. And what exactly is a physical finance management system? It is simply an organized physical system for managing your financial paperwork. So you're thinking about things that you hold in your hand to handle receipts, invoices, and important financial documents. And here's why it matters. No matter how digital our world becomes, physical financial documentation, they still exist. So you're thinking about the receipts from the vendors who don't email them to you, contracts that require signatures, or tax documents when they arrive by mail. These are physical items in your business operations, and they need a home, a safe, solid home. You need to provide that. The beauty of this system is that it's simple. You don't need a degree to go and buy a separate business wallet. You don't need a degree to go and buy an arch filing folder, a separator, some pens and pencils. You don't need a degree for that, okay? So it's just a method that ensures that every physical financial document has a place to go. And like I said, you're thinking about a folder or a wallet for receipts when you go out buying stuff for your business. There's a business receipt wallet, a place for them to go. It's dedicated to them. There's a file for tax documents. There's a place to put the invoices that you haven't paid yet for your suppliers. There's a process for what happens when the physical documents arrive. And the key to managing your physical documents is consistency. So when you go shopping for business stuff and you buy something for business purposes, where does the receipt go? Instead of throwing it in a bin, the worst thing you could ever do, where does that receipt go? Instead of just throwing it somewhere in your car, where does it go? Instead of just throwing it on some desk, where does it go? This system is the foundation because without it, you might miss out on legally reducing taxes. You might forget about an expense that you spent for business. That puts you at risk of overpaying on taxes because you are disorganized. That's all. You're just disorganized and ignorant about it. The most sophisticated tax strategy in the world will not work if you have lost receipts and tax documents. That's how important it is. And also, it is one of the easiest problems that you can fix in your business. Let's move on to system number 2. It builds off the first one. System number 2 is a digital finance management toolkit. These are various tools that make up a digital system in your business for managing financial documents. As a modern entrepreneur, you're probably already using some of these tools, not in an organized or systematic way. Here's what your digital toolkit should include. Number one, you should have a dedicated business email address that separates your personal and your business communications. Number two, a cloud storage like Google Drive, OneDrive, iCloud. This cloud storage has a structured folder system for your financial documents for your business. 3, internet banking, specifically for your business accounts. 4, a business Visa card for tracking online expenditure. And 5, a smartphone to scan receipts. Of course, a laptop or a desktop is important as a modern entrepreneur when it comes to streamlining things in your business. The power of this system is that it creates digital backups of your financial documents, those physical ones, and that you can access them anywhere. When you receive a receipt, take a photo of it and save it onto your cloud drive. Need to check that you paid a vendor? You can just log into internet banking. Your bank statements for bookkeeping come from the internet banking portal. The bank reconciliation process in bookkeeping can be streamlined so much easier these days if you had internet banking to download bank statements. The digital toolkit works hand in hand with the physical system. In fact, I recommend that you create digital copies of your physical documents as a backup because those receipts fade. They fade within a week or so depending on who printed the receipt for you. If something happens to your physical files, no worries. You got the digital versions saved safely there. The tax benefit here is significant when you have easy access to all these documents that are in an organized manner. It makes bookkeeping so much smoother so that you can move into tax compliance. But more so is so that you can have financial clarity in your business. You feel like cash flow is out of control because there is no clarity in your business. So the confidence about cash flow does not exist in your being. This can be solved through these systems as well. So you're killing two birds with one stone with these systems. One is reducing taxes legally, and 2 is gaining financial clarity. You know what? There's a third benefit. You're building business structure when you organize your financial documentation for bookkeeping. And finally, the third system in our tax-reducing weaponry is an online accounting software. After 15 years as a tax accountant, I can confidently say to you that this is a game changer for entrepreneurs, especially if you are serious about financial growth into the future and tax optimization. You are here to play the big game and to play it for the longest time possible and to play it safely. That is, safe from the taxman. Gone are the days of complex spreadsheets and expensive desktop accounting programs. Today's cloud-based accounting platforms are user-friendly, affordable, and specifically designed for small business owners to learn quicker. Getting skilled with using accounting software will help you to categorize expenses faster and create financial reports in real time as you get more and more skilled in this area, or when you hire skilled accountants to help you in this area in your business. You need up-to-date information about your business financial progress so that you can make better decisions. From a tax perspective, accounting software is invaluable because it tracks your tax-deductible expenses throughout the year. It also generates financial reports needed for your tax filings, and it is a record of the financial progress of your business to prove to you how far you've come and also to prove to the taxman if they ever need to do a tax audit in your business. When it's time to comply with taxes, instead of scrambling around looking for receipts or looking at your spreadsheet that is all over the place, you can generate the reports you need with a few clicks. It doesn't only save time, it also reduces the risk of errors because those spreadsheets, man, I tell you, I've seen spreadsheets being used and it is a mess. You might be thinking, all of this sounds great, but how do I actually implement these 3 systems? The good news is that you don't need to do everything at one time. Start with system number 1. Get your physical documentation organized. It's as simple as buying a separate business receipt wallet, an Arch filing folder, some dividers, document bags that go into the Arch filing folder. Spend an hour sorting through your existing paperwork, and once that's in place, move to system number 2, which is setting up your digital toolkit. Put into your to-do list on repeat to photograph your receipts and tax invoices from suppliers. And finally, you can start researching some accounting software options that fit your business size. That's a start on building system number 3. And the key right now is to set that intention. Write it down. Do something about it. As James Clear would say, make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying. Okay, One Talk. As we wrap up today's episode, we want to summarize those 3 hellotaxman tax reducing systems. One is the physical finance management system, the foundation that ensures that those physical documents don't get lost. Number 2 is the digital finance management toolkit. So you're leveraging technology to streamline and back up your finances. And number 3 is an online accounting software, bringing everything together in one powerful platform designed for entrepreneurship. These 3 systems create a framework to help you legally reduce taxes, as well as gain financial clarity and build business structure in your business operations. Remember, it's not about complex tax loopholes. It's about having systems that help you save your money from giving it to the corrupt government and that help you make good financial decisions in your business. So your action step from this episode is pretty simple. Write down which of these systems you need to implement, starting from number 1. If it's number 1, focus on that, then move on to the next one. Set that intention now and start with just one small step toward building your first tax-reducing system this fortnight. Okay, One Talk. That's all for now. I'm your host, Vanessa Gaeta, and you were listening to the Unicorn Emprise podcast. Join me again next time to gain financial clarity, build business structure, and become tax confident.